Hello everyone, this is Alexandria Simons and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a bit different because I'm actually going to be doing a collab with one of my YouTube friends, but we're mainly doing a collab to try to help out another YouTube friend of ours. So I'm going to explain the story. So if any of you know Lucky-chan, you'll probably understand where I'm going with this, but if you don't, check out, like her newest video on her channel and you'll understand where this is going. So, basically after when me and Sako saw the video, we were really worried. And we decided that maybe we should do a collab video to try to have our own ways and try and basically cheer up Lucky-chan, if you get what I mean. Like, basically telling her that she's not alone and just overall we all have those feelings at times. At times where we feel alone or that everything's okay when really they are not. We've all had those moments. Even myself have those moments. But one thing for sure is that kind of just pulled the trigger on both of us, and we decided to try to make like a collab cheer up video, if you get what I'm talking about. Like, basically try to put some prep back in the step, if you get that saying. But yeah. But this message isn't only for Lucky-chan. It's for everyone. No matter your sex, no matter what color you are, this message is for you. Not just Lucky, but for you. You are special, and you are not alone. Everyone sometimes have feelings of doubt, or feelings of loneliness and despair. And some far worse than others. Well, for example, there are people who are homeless and living out on the streets. Or people could possibly be going through a divorce or breakup. Or possibly having self-doubt or being stressed to the point where and no one is giving them, they don't know who to turn to for a good coping mechanism, so they just choose a coping mechanism that just hurts them even more than realized. The main reason why I'm talking about this topic is just to show that people aren't alone, and there are plenty of others possibly going through the same thing. Like, for example, one of my friends, when I was upset and worrying about my other friends, my friend Julia came over and talked to me, and she reveals to me that she has been cutting herself before she met me. And after she met me, she stopped doing that. But that's not the only case. My best friend Danny, she has been bullied for 2.5 years in high school and thought of taking her own life. But as soon as I came into her life, she stopped thinking about that. Just sometimes, not only people could somehow relate to you, but you could someday be a hero in their lives without even noticing. Like, I never even knew that I saved their lives until they revealed it to me. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you all. And let's just say, well, if any of you watch any of my videos or been on this channel long enough, you'll probably already know that I'm an overly empathetic person. And I deeply care for those who those that are close to me or I care for. Just seeing them in pain and seeing that there's not really much that I could do, it just frustrates me a lot. I sometimes feel defeated, desperate, sometimes even alone, or worthless. Just because I desperately wanted to help that someone, but there's very little that I could do, and it just annoys me. And apparently, it made me got so upset to the point where I started hating myself. Like I didn't do any cutting or anything like that. You don't need to worry, but I hated myself for the fact that almost none of my friends have the same exact life that I do. The thing is that I'm mainly surrounded by such amazing and positive things. Surrounded myself with amazing people that when anything negative happens, no matter how hard I try, I just don't seem to understand. I just don't seem to understand why these negative things happen. It just really frustrates the hell out of me, and even it just makes me feel worse. I know this probably sounds really stupid, but it's not to me. I deeply care for those that I cared for, and Lucky is one of them. I'm just sick and tired of seeing my friends in pain and seeing that there is nothing that I can do to help them. I'm just sick and tired of it. I feel so worthless and desperate. I just honestly don't know what to do. I hated myself for a long time because of it. I'm sick and tired of seeing my friends in pain and seeing that there is little that I can do to change it. I'm sorry if this got too personal, but I just really need to get this off my chest. I just really do. I just really need to get all of this off my chest. Lucky-chan was my very first online friend, and I'm scared to lose her. She just really means a lot to me. She inspired me so much, and she's just an overall amazing human being. I just can't bear to see her in pain, and I just desperately want to help her. But there's nothing that I can really do. But being there for her is just the option that I have to stick with for now, even though how desperate I am to wanting to try and do more. I'm like that with all my friends, my closest and my online. I desperately want to help them when things crash. I just desperately want to help them. And the thing is that with my friends that I know in real life, I have their number so I could text them and I know where they live. But with my online friends, I only just know them from the internet. Like, I don't have their number, I don't know where they live, so that kicks my empathy level up a notch whenever one of my online friends just feels down. It just really kicks it up a notch for me, and I hate it. I just want to give them a hug and tell them that everything is gonna be okay. But I don't know where they live. I don't know if they live in the same country as me. It's just all of this is pretty much frustrating me at this point, and I hate it. I'm sorry if this got too personal, but I just feel like I really need to let everything out at this moment. Just, Lucky-chan, anyone that is watching this video, if you ever feel like you're alone, or try to put on a face that if everything is okay when really it isn't, just please reach out for help. Like, Talk to a friend, talk to a parent, talk to a teacher, guidance counselor, therapist, talk to anyone that you trust. Do not hold those feelings in. It won't do you any good in the long run. My childhood best friend, she held in her emotions, and it ended up drifting us both apart. I don't want anyone else to make the same mistake that she did. I don't want anyone to just feel like they're alone. Someone is out there to lift you back onto your feet. Someone to be your guardian angel. Someone there for when you need a shoulder to cry on. Someone is there so that way you can talk and they will listen. Just please don't hide. Just please don't hide how you truly feel. Just please let it out in some way, shape, or form. Let anyone that you trust know what's going on. I promise they will help you as best as they could. And there are a lot better coping ways to try to help with any sort of anxiety or any sort of that nature. For example, my therapist taught me a tapping method from where you start at your forehead and end at your collarbone or shoulder. You basically tap on your forehead a number of times as you need to and go down until you reach your collarbone or your shoulder. That usually helps me out. And another coping mechanism that I've learned from my therapist that helps me out is square breathing, where you go to take a deep breath, but you hold it in for like 4 seconds before exhaling. It sometimes helps me as well. But sometimes even doing the things that you love could sometimes help with coping as well. Like, for me, drawing, singing, dancing, even going on walks even help me feel better sometimes. Just try doing the things that you love to try to help you cope. There's much better coping mechanisms than smoking, vaping, or cutting. There are way much better ways of coping. And Lucky Chan, if you're watching this, I am so sorry that you feel that way when you posted that video. I really wish I could just go over to your house and give you a hug. But I don't even... Just please know that your friends, family, fans, and supporters are here for you. We'll be here to love and support you no matter what. I promise. Including myself. You are one of the most underrated gacha tubers I have ever met. Your content is just overall amazing and adorable. Which, my type of thing. Like, Lucky, please just know that we're all here for you no matter what. And if you ever need to talk, please go talk to someone. And if none of them is available, just please come and talk to me. I'm not a pro therapist, but I will listen and try to help the best that I can. And same for any of you as well that are struggling. If you feel like you need to let out your emotions a bit or a lot, I'm right here. Just basically let out your deepest thoughts and just basically let everything loose to just try to help you feel better. and I will listen as best as I can and try to help out. But anyway, that's mainly all that I have to say. But before I end my section of the collab here, I need to bring Lucky-chan here for a moment. Hey Lucky, is it okay if you can turn into your real life form, please? Just for a quick moment. Everything will be okay, Lucky. I promise. We're all here for you. I promise.